Hello, hello, hello. All right, God bless you. I'm coming on tonight. God bless you. Listen, I'm coming on tonight with the Midnight Talk. I haven't been on with the Midnight Talk in for quite a while, but tonight I have something I want to share with you. So come on in. Come on in. When you come in, just give me a thumbs up. Just let me know that everything is clear. Okay, and you're ready to hear. Okay. All right. Hello, Nene. God bless you. God bless you. Okay. Well, this is the Midnight Talk, everyone. We're going to give it about 30 more seconds. Hello, Jeffrey. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. All right. Now, listen, if you have a ear to hear tonight, you're going to hear something that's going to bring about a change in your life. You know, the word of God said, he that hath an ear to hear, let him hear. Now, sometimes people listen, but they don't hear. Okay, so if you have an ear to hear, you're going to hear something tonight that's going to uh, give witness to your spirit, and it's going to bring about a change in your health. Okay, all right. So listen, let's go on and get started. You know, as I often say, others will come on at a later day, later time. They'll be able to see the broadcast and see what we're talking about. Hello, everyone. I'm your teacher and spiritual doctor of health and healing, Dexter L. Jones. Let's go on with our disclaimer. That is that the statement you will hear tonight have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. And the statements of product we talk about, we are not here to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. This is for educational purposes only, not meant to take the place of your qualified medical practitioner. We're here to educate you, to inform you, to inspire you, to enlighten you, to give you the knowledge that you need for health, wellness, and healing. You know, as I often say, the word of God says in Hosea 4:6, God said, my people are destroyed for two reasons. Either because of a lack of knowledge, meaning you don't know what you need to know, or because you have rejected knowledge. You know it, but you're not applying it. But of course, I got good news for you tonight. That is that God does not want you to be destroyed. In 3 John 2, he says, beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health. There you go. Even as your soul prosper. It's the will of God that you be in good health, great health, all the days of your life. And tonight we're going to talk about no more sick days ever. Oh, now that's a tall order to fill. No more sick days ever. Okay. You know, that's kind of hard to believe for some people when we look at the statistics and how sick people are today in every area. We got people that's dealing with arthritis. I have a couple of notes here. I want to make sure I cover everything. But people dealing with arthritis in 2020, it was said that there was over 63 million people dealing with arthritis. In 2025, it rose up to 67 million. In 2030, they estimated it would be 72 million. In 2035, 75 million. In 2045, 78 million. So we see here that the statistics is continually going up. They're not going down. In spite of all the technology, in spite of AI, in spite of all the knowledge that we have, sickness and disease is still on the rise. And if you go back years before 2020, you'll see every year has been progressively getting worse and worse in sickness and disease. So many people are sick. And we have to ask the question, why are people so sick? With the increase in technology and everything is moving uh, fast, why are people not getting well? Well, folks, they're not getting well because of many reasons, but we're going to look at two main reasons today. And one is because people have not learned how to bring their appetite under subjection. Oh, yeah, that's a big one there. They have not learned how to bring their appetite under subjection, and as a result, then they're suffering with different type of sickness and diseases that could be easily eradicated for good. And that's why our title is No More Sick Days Ever. Listen, I'm here to tell you tonight that you do not have to live with one sick day. Listen, I'm talking not even the common cold. Who is the one that said the cold is common? You don't have to get a cold. Now I know some people get colds every year, but there's a reason they get colds every year. And there's a reason that I have not had a cold in years. There's a reason I can't remember the last time I've been sick in years. There's a reason for that. Okay. But one of the main culprits that most people are getting sick is because of a poison that they'll continue putting in their body on a daily basis. And folks, I'm here to tell you tonight, hello, Lorraine, that poison is sugar. Listen, sugar is a poison. Sugar, as you've heard me say often, sugar, is your enemy. And even though it's the enemy, most people are walking hand in hand with sugar. Not only but they refuse to give up the sugar. And the reason is because sugar is an addiction. We have not crossed over to understand and to confess that sugar is an addiction. Do you know that until you acknowledge and until you confess and until you accept something as an addiction, you're not going to do anything about it? Oh, folks, I know what I'm talking about. There are people that go to these different types of meetings, like AA meeting, NA meeting. They go to these different types of meetings. And one of the things you will learn in these meetings is that you, first of all, have to acknowledge, you have to confess that you have a problem. And until you do that, you're not going to seek out any solutions. You're not going to seek out any help because you don't think you have a problem. But folks, I'm telling you, millions and millions of people are addicted to sugar on a daily basis. Sugar, let's put it this way. Kryptonite was to Superman. Kryptonite to Superman is what sugar is to the human body. Let me say it again. Kryptonite to Superman is what sugar is to the human body. And you know, Superman was the man of steel. He was the man that was able to leap tall buildings, and I mean, he was strong and he was mighty, and he was all these things until he came into contact with kryptonite. Kryptonite was his poison. Kryptonite is what broke him down, broke down every cell in his body. It broke down his systems. He could not deal with kryptonite. And in the same manner, sugar is your kryptonite. It's the kryptonite to the human body. Listen, sugar does many things, but two main things that sugar does is sugar spikes your cholesterol and sugar causes inflammation in the body. And folks, let me tell you something. Many diseases are as a result of inflammation. Sugar is your enemy. And the thing about it is that it's a poison, but we have accepted sugar as a sweet treat. We've accepted sugar as something to use for emotions. When you're sad and when you're going through, you'll get some ice cream or you'll get some cookies or you'll get some candy. It's like it's a treat that's supposed to help you to move from where you are to where you want to be. But actually, when you're eating this sugar, it is killing your body, folks. Slowly, slowly, it's killing your body. And sugar is in just about everything. And that's why you have to be intentional when you're dealing with, when you're out shopping, and you have to look at these ingredients, because I'm telling you, this food industry will bamboozle you. This food industry will hoodwink you. Let me tell you something. This food industry does not care anything about humanity. It's all about the dollar, folks. And they're going to get the dollar any way they can. Listen, they will give you beautiful covers on different items and make it look just as pretty as they can be. And they know that most people is not going to read any ingredients. they're just going to look at the cover. Let me give you an example. And I've used this example before. You see this right here. This is a soda. Now, this is a pretty cover. I mean, the can is nicely decorated, and it even have the audacity to has right on the front, no sugar. Now, I'm not the most smartest person in the world, neither the most educated, but no sugar, in my understanding, means no sugar. Now, am I missing something here? Somebody tells me, what does no sugar mean when you see this, whether it's on a canned soda, whether you see it on juice, whether you see it on different items at the grocery store? What does no sugar mean? Hello, Harrison. What does no sugar mean? I want to make sure I'm not missing something here. It says no sugar. I mean, it got it in and white, so make sure it stands out. 0 sugar, that means no sugar. Am I right about this? But the fallacy of this is they are misleading you with all these pretty labels, with all these nice decorations on the front of the can, on the front of the bottle, on the front of the bag. Because when you look on the back of where the ingredients are, and you begin to read these ingredients, you will see something called aspartame. You see something called aspartame. Folks, these are artificial sweeteners in here. But see, you see this right here, no 0 sugar, and then you look for sugar, and you don't see sugar in the ingredients. They've covered it with another name, a substitute, such as aspartame and aspartame, and you don't know what that is. So you buy this, or you buy the juice, or you buy the other items that says no sugar, and you begin to drink it. This here, a canned soda has anywhere from 8 to 12 teaspoons of sugar in it. And for it only takes just about 2 teaspoons of sugar to begin to wreak havoc on your body. So sugar is an enemy of the human body. You, at all costs, you have to get sugar out of your diet. Listen, if you get sugar out of your diet, you are on your way to having no more sick days ever. That's just one of the things. Sugar. And you have heard my fight with sugar, because I was addicted as well. And in my fight, the number one thing that sugar did for my body is it spiked my cholesterol. And whenever I would go for my checkup, the doctor always said, Mr. Jones, your cholesterol is just too high. We got to put you on this statin in order to get your numbers back down. Well, of course, I never received what she said. I never took the statin. I believe in lifestyle changes. But one day the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, give up the sugar. And folks, when I gave up the sugar and went back for my checkups, then my cholesterol had dropped 60 points. And the doctor never said anything else about putting me on statin. You know why? Because numbers don't lie, folks. But the sugar, it was spiking my cholesterol. So by a simple lifestyle change, I corrected what was going on negative in my body by a simple lifestyle change of giving up the sugar. Many of you would have a lifestyle change if you was just simply begin to give up that sugar. Now, God blessed me to go cold turkey that very night. Listen, I'm not going to say you can't do that. You can do that. You just have to come with a made up man. If you come with a made up man that, listen, I am tired of putting this sugar in my body, causing havoc on my body, I'm ready to make a change. And when you do that, and God see that you're serious about your commitment and you're ready for a change, then listen, he will give you grace to be able to put that down. You know what grace is? Grace is unmerited favor. Listen, grace is also God's divine ability. So when God see that you're serious about what you want to do, then let me tell you something, folks. God will give you his divine ability to do that. And when she gave me that, then that very night, sugar was a thing of the past, folks. And it's been 3 years, over 3 years now. No more little David cookie cakes and pies. No more candy. No more sweets. Anything like that. Because they are fooling you, folks. Let me show you something else. You see this right here? This is one of the staples in America. Right here. Many athletes drink this. Many of you drink this, and you think it is a good thirst quencher. That's the word they got here, thirst quencher. But when you look on the back, oh, you're not gonna believe this here. When you look on the back, you see that this right here has 96% added sugar. 96%. Come on, somebody. This is crazy. 96% added sugar. And that's what you want to look out for, that added sugar. Folks, this is a death trap. Oh, yeah. They sell it as a thirst quencher. They sell it as a good healthy drink. This is poison. Okay? So don't be hoodwinked. Don't be bamboozled by all of the advertisement. Okay, sugar is poison. It is your enemy. It's causing your arthritis to flare up. It's causing your autoimmune diseases to flare up. It is your problem. Okay, so we got to give it the sugar. And another thing is we have to realize that there are not all the diseases that we have been led to believe. Do you know the World Health Organization have categorized diseases and said there are about 55,000 diseases. Come on, somebody. 55,000, they say, diseases, according to the information on the World Health Organization site. 55,000. Now, how are you going to deal with 55,000 diseases out here? How are you going to eliminate 55,000 diseases? I mean, what are you going to do? But the reality of it is there are not 55,000 diseases. The reality is there's only one disease. Just one, folks. Just one. And all the other so-called diseases springs from that one disease. Yes. And that one disease is malnutrition. Folks, that's it. Malnutrition. And sugar causes a deficiency in the body. It causes toxicity in the body. So if the one disease is malnutrition, if you would just solve the malnutrition problem, then guess what? You solved all the sickness problems. Malnutrition is defined as an imbalance of nutrients that the body must have the function and the nutrient that it gets. In other words, when your body is not getting the nutrients that it needs, then it can't function as it should. This I said it over and over, and I will say it until Jesus comes. Diseases, these so-called diseases, does not begin in your organs. They do not begin in your systems. Diseases begin in your cells, folks. Your cells. And your body consists of over 100 trillion cells. And cells are the building blocks of all living things. So in other words, there are over 200 different cell types in the human body. And each type of cell is specialized to carry out a particular function, and the health of your cells determines the health of your body. Oh, let me say that again. The health of your cells determines the health of your body. So if your body is sick, it's because your cells are sick. You got to get your cells back in a state of homeostasis or balance, so because the cells needs two main things in order to operate and function properly. They need oxygen and it needs nutrients. Okay, when they have an abundance of oxygen and an abundance of nutrients, then folks, let me tell you something. You're on your way to living with no more sick days ever. Ever. And it's possible because there's only one disease, and that's malnutrition. Everything begins on a cellular level. And when the cells has what it needs, then it can do the job that it's designed to do. And that's to self-heal. God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, created your body to self-heal. He created your body to repair itself. And it needs certain things in order to do what it needs to do. And listen, it's not up to God to make sure that it has those things. It's up to you. God has already done his part in giving you a body. And he's giving you all the things in the body that the body needs within to heal itself. Now you have to supply the body with what it needs without in order to make sure all those needs are met. Folks, I'm telling you, it's really as simple as that. No more sick days ever. Yes, I was listening to a man tonight about said he hadn't been sick in over 30 years, something like that. Over 30 years. I've heard another man say he hadn't been sick in over 60 something years. Another man say he hadn't been sick in over 50 years. Folks, I'm talking not even a common cold, as they say, common cold. Okay. And the reason is because these people, just like myself, they're making sure that their bodies is supplied daily with those essential nutrients that it needs. It needs 90 plus nutrients, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 3 fatty acids on a daily basis. You may say, well, how can I get that? Well, you get it through the greatest plant on the planet, which is Moringa oleifera. Right here, folks. This is it. Okay, this is it. It comes the powder or either capsule form. It doesn't matter, whichever you prefer. You get it through this main plant right here. Folks, there's no other better plant on the planet than Moringa oleifera. I know there's a lot of good ones out there, but nothing compares even close to this product right here, Moringa oleifera. Okay, we have what we call the miracle pack, which consists of the moringa, the olive oil, and the vitamin D3. Okay, I saw someone else asking about the miracle pack. This right here is what the body needs in order for the body to heal itself and repair itself. Let me tell you a quick testimony. I had a customer that actually referred this other customer to the miracle pack, which consists of the olive oil, the vitamin D3, and the moringa. Now, this individual was dealing with a serious disease. I mean, a serious sickness called MRSA. Let me tell you something. MRSA is deadly. You hear me? It can kill you. She was in the hospital with this thing here. And MRSA is so bad that antibiotics doesn't even touch it. Come on, somebody, I'm trying to tell you. That's just how tough it is. But this customer was able to get this other customer the miracle pack. Folks, she began to take the miracle pack while she was in the hospital. And guess what happened? One day, her doctor walked in. Now, her mother is sitting in the chair. She's in the bed. The doctor walks in with his chart, with his paper, and says, "You're cured of MRSA." Come on, somebody, I'm trying to tell you. Now, I didn't say she was cured. The doctor told her she was cured of MRSA. Said her mother like to fell out of the chair. Folks, I'm trying to tell you. You may say, how's that possible? How can a deadly disease that antibiotics can't even touch can suddenly be reversed and bring the person's body back to a state of health and wellness and healing? It's because it affected the cells. And the health of the cells determines the health of your body. Listen, I'm not trying to get your blood pressure back normal. I'm trying to get your cells back normal. If I get your cells back normal, then in return, it's going to get your blood pressure back normal. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I've had people that was on 4 different blood pressure medicines. 4. Today, they're off all of them. Why? How? Because through this miracle pack, it got their cells back in line. Come on, somebody. I'm trying to tell you. How do you take more than the miracle pack? You don't need no more than the miracle pack. Okay, I'm telling you. I tell people, once you get this miracle pack, listen, you got to give it time to get in your system. Okay? And you know what I asked? I said, listen, give me 90 days. You've been dealing with this sickness for years. And I'm telling you, if you don't make a change, you can be dealing with it for many more years. If you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. If you want something you've never had, then you gotta do something you've never done. Okay? And once you begin to take this miracle pack, which the way it works, you'll take the olive oil first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Okay, right here. 1 tablespoon first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Now, if you have to take your medicine first, take your medicine first, and then take this afterwards. And then 15 to 30 minutes before you eat, you're going to take your moringa. Whether you're taking the powder or the capsule, it really doesn't matter. You're going to take your moringa 15 to 30 minutes before you eat. And then after you eat, you're going to take your vitamin D3. Okay? And listen, you do your part and leave the rest to God and his herbs. It's as simple as that. This lady did her part in taking the miracle pack, and God did the rest because his herbs supplied the need that her body needed. And folks, I'm telling you, and today, they're still in disbelief. Mercer was reversed as a result of God's plant, moringa. Yes. So, as I often say, there's no such thing as an incurable or irreversible disease. There's only a nutritional deficient body. Folks, I'm telling you, that is the root of every problem, malnutrition. I don't care what health teacher is trying to teach you about health. His ultimate goal is to get in your body those essential nutrients that it needs to bring your body back into balance. Whether he's trying to tell you to eat the proper foods or take the proper supplements, he is trying to get your body back into a state of homeostasis. Now, many of us has different methods of doing it, but the goal is to get your cells healthy. Okay? See, cells are the most basic units of life. And it determines how well it produces body tissues. It directly affects how your body functions, and your body must have adequate nutrients, and healthy cells equal a healthy body. It's as simple as that. Listen, no need for any big words, no need to take you to medical school. Simply telling you there's only one disease, and that's malnutrition. Now, what you want to watch out for, is you want to make sure that you're not involved in what is called micronutrient overnutrition. And most people are. You may say, well, what is that? For those you have never heard before, you say, what is that? What is micronutrient overnutrition? The simple definition of that is that most people are simply overdosing their body with too many nutrients. They're taking sea moss, soursop, black seed oil, ashwagandha, cayenne pepper, turmeric, noni juice. They're taking daily vitamins, multivitamins, women vitamins, men vitamins. They're taking all kinds of vitamins, not realizing that they are overdosing their body with all these nutrients, and it's causing toxicity in their body. And you don't know, but micronutrient overnutrition causes high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, cancer, because you're putting in your body too many nutrients, much more than it needs, because all those things I named out, they have an abundance of nutrients themselves. And when you put them all together, oh, you've overdone it. You've overdone it. But I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to get your health back, but the man that sold you the sea moss or the soursop or the black seed oil, he did not take out the time to tell you or ask you, are you taking other things? He just said, buy my sea moss, buy my soursop, buy my black seed oil, and just add it with what you're taking. But no, I'm not here to tell you that. I'm here to tell you to get rid of all those things and just get the miracle pack. It's all you would ever need, folks. Now, of course, we never tell anybody to stop taking the medicine. We say, listen, take your medicine. But once you take this miracle pack, one or two things are going to happen. The doctor is either going to reduce your dosage or you take you off your medicine. Folks, we see it all the time. No problem. Because numbers don't lie. Just like that doctor didn't say anything else to me about my cholesterol when she saw the numbers, because there was no need to say anything else. My numbers was perfect. Come on, somebody. The one thing I like to hear the doctor say, what are you doing? Well, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. That's what we like to hear. Yes. See, healthcare should actually be called sick care. That's what it should be called, is sick care, because they're not in the business of getting you healthy. They're in the business of treating your sickness. And you're still sick, even though they put your medicine, even though your blood pressure may be stable, even though your diabetes may be, where they want it, you're still sick because you're on medicine. You're taking medicine, and all the medicine is doing, it is just suppressing it, and it's just covering it, but it has not got you back to health. It has not balanced your body. It has not. You're still sick, because if you ever get off of that medicine, that poison, your blood pressure is going to shoot right back up. Your A1C is going to go right back up. Your autoimmune system, it's going to flare up, because you were never well. You were never healthy. Or they just covered your sickness. That's it. With poison. That's all they've done. But we're not here to cover anything. We're here to get you back to health. And if I knew another way, if I knew a better way, I would tell you. But there's no better way than this miracle pack. This moringa, the olive oil, and the vitamin D3. This is it, folks. There is no better way. Okay? You may say, well, I don't know if moringa is really the best way. Let me tell you something. Listen, if you're new up here, here's what I want you to do. Go to Google right now. Go to Siri, go to ChatGPT, go to AI, go to any of them, and type in this question. And then I want you to put the answer up here. Here's the question. What is the most nutritious plant in the world? It's a simple question. What is the most nutritious plant in the world? Come on, somebody ask that question. Ask it to ChatGPT, ask it to Google, ask it to Siri, AI, any of them. And let's see what comes up. Somebody give me an answer. Keep in mind, there's over 350,000 plants today. There's hundreds of thousands of plants. But the only one that comes up, folks, somebody said, is moringa. Why is that? Out of all of these plants, and listen, it does not come up and say moringa plus sea moss or plus soursop plus black seed. No, It just says moringa. And it calls it the miracle tree. It calls it the tree of life. And it does that for a reason, folks, because it is the most nutrient rich and nutrient dense plant on the planet. When you have the real moringa, listen, let me tell you something. 90% of this moringa in America, 90% of it, listen, has additives, fillers, and preservatives in it. Some of this stuff is not in moringa. Okay? 90% of it. We get our moringa from Africa and India. We go to the source where God uh, uh, grows the moringa at, where God has put the moringa trees at Himself. Okay, we might grow them over here, but folks, over there is God's destiny and God's area for moringa tree. Africa, India, the Philippines. And that's why we get such great results when people would take this product consistently, faithfully, alone, don't add nothing else with it. Don't add nothing else with it. Because if you begin to add all these other herbs with it, folks, you cancel it out. It can't do what it wants to do. You're not getting the full force of it. This is all you would ever need. Listen, I'm minimizing all the things you're gonna have to do every day. Some people's taking 10, 15, 20, 25 different vitamins and herbs. Okay, I'm eliminating that for you. And also I'm saving you a ton of money. Okay, the olive oil, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. The moringa, the vitamin D3, folks, that's it. That's it. And eat clean food, eat living food, eat the right foods. I'm telling you, you will never have another sick day ever. If you're still having sick days, then you're doing something wrong. If you're still getting a cold, you're doing something wrong. Let's take the initiative and change the things that we're doing, and we'll get different results. Okay? Until you can tell me you have not had no sick days in years, then you're doing something wrong. And if you're eating any sugar, now, of course, our body needs sugar, but you get that from fruits. You get it from honey. Okay, I put honey in my organic raw honey. I put it in my tea or my coffee. Okay, when I eat my cereals, the best cereals in the world, Ezekiel cereals. When I eat those, I put honey in it. Mr. Kovner said it worked. Blood pressure is normal. Come on, somebody, I'm trying to tell you. You heard that? That's a testimony. Blood pressure is normal. We hear it all the time. I tell people the easiest thing to reverse is blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, weight loss, lack of energy. All those things are easy. The big C is easy. You got to give your body what it needs. Somebody said, I had no sick days in years. That's what I'm talking about. This is the way to live. This is God's will for your life. No more sick days ever. You think He just put this in the word just to fill up space? In 3 John 2, He says, Beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. You think He put that in there just to fill up space? No, He meant every word of this. 3 John 2, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prosper. Come on, folks, I'm trying to tell you. Let's change our lifestyle. All diseases are lifestyle related. Let me say it again. All diseases, fast heartbeat, all diseases are lifestyle related. So therefore, they can be reversed. You say, how can it be reversed? Change your lifestyle. Change what you're eating. You can't eat bad foods and expect to have good health. Come on, somebody. It doesn't work that way. Somebody say, well, all I got to do is pray over my food. Listen, when you pray over your food, prayer really affects your spiritual life. But listen, when you're dealing with this flesh is going to react. You put bad food in this body, then it's going to react with sickness and disease. What about fast heart? This is what you need right here. You need the whole miracle pack. But this right here is excellent for cardiovascular disease. I've had several people with different heart issues. People get ready to put on defibrillators. I had people with heart only what? So I had someone the other day whose heart was like 40%, and she went back to the doctor. It was from 40% to 51%. Folks, I'm trying to tell you, from 40% to 51%. Come on. I'm trying to tell you. That's 3 John 2. You're 3 John 2. You're not John 3:2, 3 John 2. What to eat for dinner, for breakfast? You know what? I'm glad you asked. Let's say a little bit more about this sugar. Listen, I talked about canned sodas. You see right here? This canned soda, listen, I'm telling you, these people are not in the business of getting you healthy. I was at the hospital with someone, and after their checkup or whatever they went for, you know what the doctor gave them? A soda. Asked them, what kind of soda do you want? Come on, somebody, I'm trying to tell you. Yes, gave them a soda. This soda here has 83% added sugar. 83% added sugar. You know, some people drink 5 or 6 of these a day. Yeah, 5 or 6 of these a day. So with the sugar addiction, if you can't go cold turkey because you just don't want to sacrifice, you just don't want to put it aside, okay, I'm here to help you. This is a book that we have here called Crave No More. Okay, a natural and spiritual path to sugar freedom. Okay, it's a 7-step natural and spiritual journey to break free from sugar addiction. This book will show you how to go through the process of breaking free from sugar addiction. This is on the website. Okay, I'm telling you, this book is, it really breaks it down, folks. From cleansing the temple, detox the body God designed, acknowledge the stronghold, as we talked about earlier. It just goes on down to name everything that you need right here. Right here. It's called Crave No More. As far as what should you eat, here's another book I have. Eating God's Way. Right there, folks. Eating God's Way. Listen, we got all kind of books. Let me show you something. I'm going to get back to that. We have different types of cookbooks, okay, from cookbooks that deal with the Mediterranean diet, cookbooks that deal with smoothies, cookbooks that deal with healthy snacks. We got all kind of books, okay? But this book right here, Eating God's Way, okay, it tells you about 50 Bible foods that boost health, energy, and longevity. Folks, the secret to vibrant health is in the Bible. Yes, the book of all books, folks. The secret to vibrant health is in the Bible. And what I've done here is I have broke it down for you and tell you the foods that you need to eat to get your health back. Let me give you an example. Okay, let me show you something here. If you're dealing with autoimmune disease, Top Bible foods to eat for autoimmune disease support. You see that? Top Bible foods to eat. Now let's look at some of these here. Olives and olive oil. You go to the store, get some olives. But better yet, drink this olive oil. Listen what it does. This is rich in oleocanthal and healthy fats. Here's what it does for autoimmune diseases. Reduces inflammation. Come on, somebody. You hear that? Reduces inflammation. Supports cell membranes and calms immune overreaction. Now, if you're dealing with autoimmune disease or you know someone that is, why didn't your doctor tell you to get you some olives or olive oil? You know why? They don't know nutrition. They know medicine, folks. You know more about nutrition than your doctor do. They know medicine. Listen, they're not going to prescribe nutrition for you. They are going to only just prescribe medicine for you. That's all they know. Okay? They don't know to tell you get olives and olive oil. I'm here to tell you that. Okay? Let's look at something else. Figs. Figs. I'm not talking about the figs in the cookie aisles. Okay? I'm talking about real figs. We have them on our website. Real figs. Okay? Figs is rich in fiber, potassium, and antioxidants. Here's how it helps with autoimmune support. Supports digestion, detoxification, and reduces oxidative stress. Come on, somebody, I'm trying to tell you. Amazing. Let's look at another one. Pomegranates. These are foods in the Bible. Oh, let me show you something. I'm telling you, folks, it's right here. Deuteronomy 8:8. Listen, I ain't telling you nothing I made up. Deuteronomy 8:8. Look at what it says. God told the children of Israel, I'm going to bring you to a land of wheat. Some people say you shouldn't be eating wheat, but my Bible tells me eat wheat. Come on, somebody. A land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees. Come on. Fig trees and pomegranates, a land of olive. Come on. Did you know that was in the Bible? A land of olives or olive oil and honey. This is what God said, told the children of Israel, I'm bringing you to a land flowing with milk and honey. Come on. Folks, it's right here. It's in the word. This is the best dietary book there is. Right here. So let's see what the pomegranates do. High in polyphenols and vitamin C. Come on. It reduces inflammation. Reduces inflammation. Supports immune balance. And helps repair damaged tissues. There you go, folks. Right there. This book is a treasure. Every house should have this book. Every church should have this book in their bookstore. Right here. Eating God's Way. And this book here, Crave No More. Folks, these books here will change your life. I'm trying to tell you. Then when you go to the website, you see the cookbooks that we have. The Mediterranean diet, you see all the different books. What is the name of the book? It's Eating God's Way. And also Crave No More. Do you know some of the healthiest foods is, of course, fish, goat, and lamb? Did you know that? Did you know that this is what Jesus ate? Come on, somebody. And yet they're telling us that we need to eat only fruits and vegetables. You definitely need to eat fruits and vegetables. But listen, your body needs more than fruits and vegetables. Listen, I have vegans, vegetarians that call me. They sick too. They can't say they've had no sick days because they're missing B12, vitamin D. They're missing some of the essential nutrients that the body needs. And remember, there's only one disease, and that's malnutrition. When you have not even got a common cold in years, then you can call me and talk with me. and tell me how wrong I am. But until you do that, if you're still getting a common cold, then you have not defeated sickness and disease. So for breakfast, listen, you can eat fruits and vegetables. I eat eggs. I eat cereals from Ezekiel brand cereals, the only cereal that's good that I've found in years. I drink smoothies. That's why we have this book here, Moringa Smoothies, Healthy Moringa Smoothies. Oh, folks, I'm telling you, I love my smoothies. And I put moringa in my smoothies. There you go, right there. Okay, so there's many things you can eat, for breakfast. For dinner, salmon is good, turkey is good, chicken is good, just not fried chicken. Tuna is good, mackerel is good. Listen, the meats to eat is according to the word of God in Leviticus the 14th chapter. I'm sorry, Leviticus the 11th chapter and Deuteronomy the 14th chapter. This is what God is telling us to eat, folks. Listen, I don't care what man is talking about. I don't care what man is talking about. Man is not smart as God. Okay? Man dies. God is forever. Okay? Do you drink regular? Okay. No, I don't drink regular milk. I drink unsweetened almond milk. But another good milk also is goat milk. The Bible talks about goat milk and also sheep milk. These are the milks that the Bible talks about. But I mostly drink unsweetened almond milk. Mm-hmm. So there's an abundance of things that we can eat. Another good food, if you get a sweet tooth, is definitely the figs and the dates, but also dark chocolate. The real dark chocolate. I'm not talking about the Snicker bars, the Hershey bars. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about real dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa or more. The more cocoa, the healthier it is, but the more tart it is as well. So these are the things that we can do, folks. Okay, listen, we have the moringa tea. For those of you that are tea drinkers, we got moringa tea. Oh, we are the first exclusive moringa store in America. We got everything moringa, folks. Not only that, but if you do I have anyone here in the Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Charlotte area, Maven, Brittleton? Is there anyone in any of those areas? Because listen to this here. We have the first moringa vending machine in the world at the Four Seasons Town Center Mall in Greensboro, North Carolina. Yes, go to that mall. It's on the 3rd floor, right across from the food court, and you'll see that big, beautiful machine, the first moringa vending machine in the world. Everything you see on the website is in that machine. Yes, everything we have in our stores in that machine. It is an amazing machine, folks. Okay, now when you go to the machine, it doesn't take cash, it only takes credit cards. But everything, the olive oil is there, the miracle packs are there. Everything your body needs is in that machine. We got moringa toothpaste, we got moringa deodorant in there. We got moringa face and body oil. We got moringa's face and body butter. We got the skincare products. We got the hair care products. Everything is in that machine, folks. Yes. So listen, go get what you need. Get your health back. Kick that sugar addiction. It's poison. Sugar is poison. Kick that addiction. Get your health back. And listen, make this your best year ever. No more sick days. No more. Not one. But it's you that's going to have to make the decision. You're going to have to become intentional. You're going to have to become proactive. You're going to have to take personal responsibility for your health. You're going to have to read these ingredients and see what is in all this mess that they're trying to sell you. You're the one who's got to do this. God is not going to come down here and do it for you. Listen, he's giving you understanding. He's giving you knowledge. What you don't know, listen, you know now. And it's up to you to make the change. As I often say, God's not going to knock that honey bun out of your hand. He's not going to do it. But if the devil could, he will put them in your hand. So you got to make a decision. Hello, Bradley. God bless you. So let's do this thing. Let's get our help back. Listen, it has to start with somebody. Let it start with you. And it can trickle down to your entire family. But it's got to start somewhere. Listen, I've said before, we hear much about generational wealth. What about generational health? Who is teaching generational health? When the last time you've been to your ministry and you've heard them talking about health? When is the last time you've been to a conference or a revival or service, and they had health, someone teaching about health on the docket? No, they don't do it. And some of the sickest people in the world is in the house of God. And the devil have bamboozled even the church. Many of them don't even want to hear nothing about health. You know why? Because they got to give up that bad food. And then they're not ready to give up that bad. They're not ready to make a lifestyle change. But they want to go and pray and say, God, heal my body, heal my body. But they don't want to make any changes. No. And that's why so many people in the house of God is still sick. I can walk in any church, 70 to 80% of the people in there is sick on pharmaceutical drugs, anywhere from 1 to 15 to 25 different medicines, folks. I'm trying to tell you. It's time to break this curse. I often say that people is blaming things on the devil, which they have inflicted their own self. Many diseases, many things you're dealing with is self-inflicted. Of course, you're blaming it on the devil. And of course, he will take credit. The Bible says he comes to steal, kill, and to destroy. So he wants to destroy your life. You give him an inch, he can take a mile. That's why the Bible says give no place. Come on, no place to the devil. You're giving him place. You're giving him place by the foods that you eat. It's time to make a change. Let's make this change, folks. Let's get our health back once and for all. I'm telling you, once you get back to that state of health, listen, you don't want to ever go back to sickness and disease. Ever. So you know what that means? You have no more sick days. Yes. Listen, I'm getting ready to do a webinar. I'm going to begin next week to send out the information on the 19th. And I'm telling you, this webinar is going to be in depth. I'm going to teach some things I've never taught before, that I've been experiencing and I've been doing in my own life, and it has made a tremendous difference. Listen, you don't want to miss this webinar. We're going to be sending out information to your emails. I'm going to be posting on the social media sites. And listen, space is limited. So when you see it come out, there you go, and you go ahead and sign up for your spot. Okay, somebody said, but Jeremiah 30 and 17, but you need to do your part as well and make changes yourself. That's it. That's it. Listen, God said, for I know the thoughts I think towards you, said the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. God said, I want to give you a future, a hope, and success. He said, I know the thoughts I think towards you. All God's thoughts towards you is good, folks. He said, I'm the Lord that healeth thee, not the Lord that make you sick. He heals you. Okay, listen. All right, that's enough for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get me some rest. Listen, I'm your teacher and spiritual doctor of health and healing, Dexter L. Jones, saying, listen, remember 3 John 2 says, beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. Go to the website, get what you need, begin your health journey, and take your health back. God bless you. Have a good night. Bye-bye.